why Pakistan and why Afghanistan, a lot of these countries in this area are poor, Afghanistan especially, Mongolia also. So landlocked countries, we have, what's this one? Everybody? What's this one? All right, let's see if we can find a third one. Can you find another one? Okay, Nepal is another one. What's another one? Laos, what's another one? Exactly, Bhutan. Okay, so we have a lot of countries here that are landlocked. And Laos is another one. They're poor countries. Okay, let's look here. Stan means place of a country. So Pakistan is the place of the Pakis, name of the tribe of people. Afghanistan is the place of the Afghans, a group of people. All right, and if we look at this, this is Afghanistan, and it's divided into 34 provinces. And each province had its own little king, its own leader. They were all fighting with each other here. So when the Russians came in, the Soviets came in, it was very easy to start conquering these people. And everybody was fighting, and there was civil war. A civil war is a war inside a country because people were fighting for power. And that's the background of this story of poor Parvana. Does anybody remember how old Parvana is? How old? 13. Okay, good. How many of you are 13? Anybody here 13? 12? 15? 14? Anybody 71? That was me. All right, okay. Let's go back again for a second. Before the wars that started, how many years ago approximately, everybody? 30. Around 30 years ago. Before the wars, Pakistan, Afghanistan, all these areas were beautiful. They were green. They had tall buildings. This is a mosque where they would worship Allah, their God. And there were nice hillside homes with flowers. But after the war and during the war, this is what we're having. From the 1990s to the present, this is a setting of Parvana's journey. This is the kind of things she was seeing. This is the kind of things she was hiding in. Broken buildings, burned buildings, full of rubble. Very stark, very sad, very poor. In your vocabulary, what you've seen, I'm going to show you 12 words. I'm going to say them and you just repeat them after me, okay? All right, the first word that I'm going to introduce you to is barren. Barren. You know what it means? No. That's okay if you don't know what it means. No. We're going to learn about what it means in a little while. Second word, burqa. I have it spelled two ways because sometimes you see it spelled this way, sometimes in your book you see it spelled with a Q, burqa. You know what a burqa is? Yeah. It's some kind of clothes, exactly. All right, next word, dari. What is it? A language. A language. That's why it starts with a capital D. It's a specific language. Another one, a lean-to. All right, you know what it means? All right, what do you say?
A small house made of wood.
Okay, it could be a small house made of wood. It also, to lean on something, like I'm going to lean on this wall, okay? I'm going to lean on this door. I'm leaning on the door, all right? A lean-to is like a house or a shelter that's leaning against something else. It doesn't even stand up by itself. It's not a house by itself. It's leaning on something to support it. All right? Another word, mullah. You know what mullah means? No. Don't worry, you're going to learn today. It's in your story. Nan. What is it, everybody? Bread. Easy to remember because it sounds like a Spanish word we know. All right? Pashtun. What is it? Another language of Afghanistan. Pilaf.
Rice.
Okay, type of rice. Good. You have good vocabulary. Rubble. Did you see pictures of rubble I showed you? All right. These are all words from your story in the first 4 chapters. Shalwar kameez. Another type of clothing. Good. Another one. Taliban. Capital T. Specific group of military people. Terrorists and military people. Extremely conservative. Okay? If they saw me, they'd probably kill me. Because 1, my legs are showing. 2, I don't have a burqa on. And 3, I talk too much. Okay? And women are not supposed to talk. Okay. Another word, toshak. You know what a toshak is? No. Don't worry, you're going to learn. We're going to come back to these words because students, many times, I think that it's very easy to have copy down vocabulary words, but it never really gets into your brain. So I show you the words and then later we'll look at them. Let's let's go on a little bit with the lesson. You all have a piece of paper and something to write with, right? And we're going to do a think, pair, and share activity. The first thing I want you to do is, here's the question I'm going to give you, and that is, what's the scariest or the worst thing that ever happened to you? Now, you do not have to write a complete sentence. Many times your book says, write things in complete sentences. Well, let me tell you, I'm lazy. I don't want to write complete sentences. Many people don't talk in complete sentences. If I say to you, how are you? You might say, fine. That's not a complete sentence. I am fine, thank you, and how are you? Sounds like a robot. Humans don't talk that way if your English is fluent. So what we're going to do is you can write just a few words about yourself. The scariest or worst thing that's ever happened to you. I want you to think for a minute and write your personal comments. I'm going to give you 1 minute to do that, so just think.
We need to write
No, you don't have to write anything except what's in your brain. Something scary that happened to you, or something that was the worst thing that ever happened to you. It doesn't have to be scary. Maybe the worst thing is you failed the subject. You couldn't go to the movies for a year or something. Right, take a minute and think, and then write. Okay. Nothing scary in your life? You're lucky. Okay, I'm just going to stop because the next step after think is in pairs with each other, with one person next to you or two people in your small group. Talk with each other about what you wrote down. Tell the other person what you wrote and they'll tell you what they wrote. Okay? So take a minute. Again, I'll give you 1 minute to do that, to talk with each other. In English, of course. Okay, you've all had a chance for a minute. He's still talking. Okay, you must have had something really scary happen. He's really into it. All right, okay. Let's go on, because the next thing, now that you've shared it with each other, what we're going to do is we're going to share the ideas of the total group. So when I call on you, tell me what thing scared you or was the worst thing that happened to you. And if you never had anything scare you and it was nothing bad that happened to you, that's okay. Because some people don't have. You're lucky you don't have anything scary. Emiliano, do you have anything to share? What happened to you? Anything?
I broke my arm.
You broke your arm. All right. Anybody else break things here?
Me.
What happened to you?
I fell down from a second floor and I cut my arm.
Oh, what happened to you?
I fell down in a car and I broke my arm.
Well, a lot of people fell down in here. What's happening in Culiacán?
I rolled my ankle.
You did what with your uncle?
Rolled.
Rolled your uncle? What happened?
Skating.
You were skating. Okay. There's ice skating in Culiacán or no?
Skateboarding.
Skateboarding. Okay. All right. What about you, Brian? What have you got to share with us?
I didn't write.
Pardon me?
I didn't write.
You didn't have anything. You had a nice, easy life. You're lucky. What about you, Julia?
I was helping my aunt to take care of little kids in kindergarten, and then a mom came and started shooting, and then a mom came from outside and saying that his little kid has I don't know how to say it, but
He had a bullet wound. In the head, did he die?
Yeah,
Oh, how awful. How old?
like from kindergarten.
Why was the person shooting? Do you know?
No, it was outside.
It was outside something.
Yes.
Wow, that is scary. All right, what about you, Edgar? Where's Edgar? Edgar, what happened to you? Anything?
I was 5 years old and I fell down off the stairs. I hurt my leg in all this spot.
Oh, what? Lots of you had